Auschwitz. Auschwitz, May 31st, 1944. Sometime during the fourth night, the train comes to a halt. We are awakened by the awful clatter of sliding doors being thrown open and cold air rushing into the wagon. Raus! Alle raus! Rough voices. A figure clad in a striped uniform. Standing in the open doorway, illuminated from behind by an eerie, diffused light, the figure looks like a creature from another planet. Schnell! Raus! Alle raus! 2 or 3 other such figures leap into the wagon and begin shoving the drowsy men, women, and children out into the cold night. A huge sign catches my eye. Auschwitz. The pain in my stomach sends a violent wave of nausea up my gullet. The night is chilly and damp. An otherworldly glow lights up tall watchtowers, high wire fences, an endless row of cattle cars, SS men, dogs, and a mass of people pouring out of the wagons. Raus! Los! Raus! Raus! Metal buttons glisten on SS uniforms. My things! I left everything in the wagon! On line! Everyone stand on line by 5s. Men over there! Women and children over here! Mommy and Aunt Serena and I make only 3. 2 more women are shoved alongside us to make it 5. Bubby is shoved farther on the other side of the tracks. He turns to shout goodbye and trips on the wire fence flanking the tracks. Daddy's new gray hat rolls off his head. He reaches to pick it up. An SS man kicks him in the back, sending him tumbling onto the tracks. Mother gasps. Aunt Serena gives a shriek and grasps Mommy's arm. I hold my mouth. A spasm of nausea hurls a charge of vomit up my throat. Marschieren! Los! The column of women, infants, and children begins to move. Dogs snarl. SS men scream orders. Children cry. Women weep goodbyes to departing men, and I struggle with my convulsive stomach. And I march on. Next to me, Mommy silently supports Aunt Serena by the shoulder. I march, and the sounds and sights of Auschwitz only dimly penetrate my consciousness. Daylight is skirting the clouds, and it turns very, very cold. We have left our coats in the wagon. We were ordered to leave all belongings in the wagon, everything. We would get them later, we were told. How would they find what belongs to whom? There was such wild confusion on the train. Perhaps somehow they would sort things out. The Germans must have a system. They were famous for their order. The marching column comes to a sudden halt. An officer in a gray SS uniform stands facing the lines. Dogs strain on leashes held by SS men flanking him on both sides. He stops each line and regroups them, sending some to his right and some to his left. Then he orders each group to march on, fast. I tremble as I stand before him. He looks at me with friendly eyes. Golden haar, he exclaims, and takes one of my long braids into his hand. I'm not certain I heard right. Did he say golden hair about my braids? Bist du Juden? Are you Jewish? The question startles me. Yes, I am Jewish. Wie alt bist du? How old are you? I'm 13. You are tall for your age. Is this your mother? He touches Mommy lightly on the shoulder. You go with your mother. With his riding stick, he parts Aunt Serena from Mommy's embrace and gently shoves Mommy and me to the group moving to the right. Go. And remember, from now on, you're 16. Aunt Serena's eyes fill with terror. She runs to Mommy and grabs her arm. Don't leave me, Laura. Don't leave me. Mother hugs her fragile older sister and turns to the SS officer, her voice a shrieking plea. This is my sister, Herr Offizier. Let me go with her. She's not feeling well. She needs me. You go with your daughter. She needs you more. March on. Los. With an impatient move of his right hand, he shoves Mother toward me. Then he glares angrily at Aunt Serena. Move on. Los. You go that way. His stick points menacingly to the left. Aunt Serena, a forlorn, slight figure against the marching multitude, the huge German Shepherd dogs, the husky SS men. A savage certainty slashes my bruised insides. I give an insane shriek. Aunt Serena! Aunt Serena, I will never see you again! Wild fear floods her hazel eyes. She stretches out her arms to reach me. An SS soldier gives her a brutal thrust, hurling her into the line marching to the left.